Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vidhi Suchak, and the topic before the House is Julian Assange is an information terrorist and should be prosecuted immediately. Julian Assange. Who is Julian Assange? Well, Julian Assange is an Australian computer program. He is a grantee to the political asylum. Also, he is a fugitive to the British arrest warrant for breaching the bail conditions. And he is the editor of the very famous WikiLeaks. The then US Vice President, Mr. Joe Biden, likened Assange as the high-tech terrorist, the highest criticism faced by, ever by the Obama administration. Biden also claimed that by leaking the diplomatic cables, Assange has not only put a lot of lives at risk, but also it has made conducting business with other countries around the world very difficult. As we all are aware, WikiLeaks is responsible for releasing various documents. Are you aware of the number of documents released? It is 10 million. Yes, it is 10 million. The list includes US war logs and the field reports of the wars in Afghanistan, of the wars in Iraq. It also includes the formal communication between the Saudi government and its embassies. The information that is leaked is very vital. And are you aware of the consequences if such vital information gets leaked? My dear friends, the consequences are deadly. This information has not only put lives of various people at risk, but also there have been cases where fraudsters have been using credit card details and other private details disclosed in various documents. That is not the end to the consequences. The list goes on. It has led to people giving up their jobs, ending their relationships. If we consider the macroeconomic front, it has hampered the diplomatic relationships and it has put the lives of people at sensitive positions at risk. So, we are very aware that not all information is to be disclosed. Some information has to be kept a secret. And so, Julian Assange is an information terrorist and he should be prosecuted as soon as possible. Guys, wait a minute. Did you consider the flip side of this? How can you call Julian Assange a terrorist? He is certainly not a terrorist. For you to be called a terrorist, your intentions have to be bad. Essentially bad and ruthless. And the intentions of Julian Assange were the exact opposite of these. He intended to disclose the information so that people like you, people like me, are aware of what is going on in the world we live in. His intentions would be called as terrorist intentions if he had gone and disclosed this information to bin Laden without informing the world. Then that would be called as terrorism. But his intentions were the exact opposite. He did not threaten, he did not intimidate anyone. In fact, he helped and disclosed the information that we wanted to know from years together, from a long time. These WikiLeaks have led to official as well as the corporate abuse being disclosed to a scale never before. Also, are you guys aware when did WikiLeaks make it to the headlines? Let me tell you, it was back in year 2010 when WikiLeaks disclosed the footage of US soldiers killing 18 civilians. Yes, 18 civilians by a helicopter in Iraq. Was this information not vital to the public? Yes, it was. And it came to the light only because of Julian Assange. And you guys call him an information terrorist? Certainly not. So I would conclude saying, Yes, his methods were not the best, but his intentions certainly were the best, and he should not be labeled as an information terrorist. Thank you.